So I'm suing the education system. Why? Because the entire time that I was in school, the Ontario Student Assistance Program refused to let me work um, to make enough money as a mature student with a disability, a dog, expenses. I was 27 years old. I was working for the bank before. I could not afford school for a very long time, so I worked my way up the ladder to be able to get to a point where I could go to school. And then, as soon as I started school, I realized quite quickly that that was only for the most privileged. And no matter what I did, I would never be privileged enough to go to school. First year sociology class, learning that through polls, the entire class's household income was pretty much over like $75,000. Like my mom barely made $15,000 a year, and like I was homeless by 15. So I really didn't get a chance to go to school for a very long time. And when I finally thought that I had enough money to go to school, when I was making like $40,000, $35,000 a year at the bank, I thought, okay, maybe now is the right opportunity to go and pursue my dreams. Well, OSAP did not let me make the money at the bank. I had to take on under the table work. Quickly, I realized that that was taking up most of my time to work on school. So I needed to find some way to find to pay for the food and everything like that on the table, because I was slowly realizing that I was going to have to drop out. I soon started doing online work on Chatterbyte, collecting money from there, and sugar daddies and things like that. And throughout the entire university experience, I had to rely on survival sex and things like that. I was living out of my car multiple times, and it was a very, very traumatizing experience. When I finished school, I got the best job out of school. I was working for a global design firm, and the student loan department refused to work with me, gave me $100 off on a $550 payment. My expenses out of school at a global design firm. I required a car. I required all these things. My employer did not give me enough money to pay for everything. I told the student loan department, this is my disposable income. I'm like 150 to 200% total debt ratio with the student loan. I'm like, $100 is going to be enough. I went to my minister. I went to everybody. They all laughed at me. They all was like, this is the best you can do. The minister of education at the time, who was, what's her name? Thunder Bay girl. Anyways, she was like, let it go to collections. I let it go to collections. And then the new minister was like, oh, well, we can't do anything now because it's in collections. Okay, so now the student loan department was like, also, didn't work with me at all, was still calling me while I was living out of my car. So I'm suing them hard.